This is Celebrity Thursdays. Every Thursday, we present you with another celebrity. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Tom Hardy. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by alux.com. Today revealing some interesting lesser-known facts about British actor and producer Tom Hardy. Edward Thomas Hardy was born September 15, 1977. Despite living in an upper-middle-class household, Hardy had a difficult childhood and had constant legal trouble as a teenager. He decided to pursue an acting career because he thought it was the only thing he was good at. He studied at the Richmond Drama School and Drama Centre London, but he left his studies when he was cast in the Steven Spielberg miniseries Band of Brothers. He made his film debut in 2001 with a small role in Black Hawk Down. After working on several British films, he broke into the American film industry and became an international film star. He starred in a number of successful films, including Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Mad Max: Fury Road, The Revenant, and Dunkirk. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. We want to learn some more about Tom Hardy because we were inspired by his success, talent, ambition, and lifestyle. So, it's time to take a closer look at this in-demand star with the 15 things you didn't know about Tom Hardy. Number 1. He won a modeling competition at the age of 20. The Big Breakfast was a British morning television show from 1992 to 2002, and when Tom was only 20 years old, he appeared on the program as a finalist in their 1998 Find Me a Model contest. Tom was described as a virile Virgo with dreamy blue-green eyes. He ended up winning the competition along with a brief modeling contract, but he seemed much more interested in the $3,000 check that was a part of the prize. You can check out the video yourself on YouTube. Number 2. GQ named him as one of the most stylish men in the world. In 2016, GQ listed the 13 most stylish men in the world, and despite some heavy competition, Hardy took the top spot. You only have to see the three-piece Gucci suit he wore for the London Dunkirk premiere in 2017 to see why he deserves the honor. Number 3. He used to be an aspiring rapper. While Tom Hardy was getting started in his acting career, he was also an aspiring rapper who went by the name Tommy Number 1, and he made a mixtape with his friend Edward Tracy, who went by the name Eddie Too Tall. In 1999, they recorded a mixtape with the title Falling on Your Arse in 1999. The mixtape was not widely released until 2018 when it was published on the music website Bandcamp. Number 4. He considers Bronson his breakthrough film. The 2008 film Bronson was a biographical crime drama based on the life of notorious UK criminal Charles Bronson, who's known as the most violent prisoner in the UK. Bronson has spent the majority of his adult life in solitary confinement due to his violent actions in prison, including taking a number of prisoners hostage. Even though it's not one of his best-known films and only grossed $2.3 million, Hardy says that playing the role of Bronson helped him to attract attention from the American film industry for the first time, taking his career to a much higher level. Number 5. His net worth is $30 million. Hardy has been adding millions to his net worth year after year since at least 2010. He made $4 million for Dark Knight Rises, $2 million for the 2015 film Child 44, and $5 million each for Mad Max: Fury Road, Locke, and The Revenant. He currently makes an average of $5 million per film, but he could see some higher paydays with his upcoming films, which include Venom as a part of the Marvel Universe and Mad Max: The Wasteland. He currently has a net worth of $30 million. Number 6. His scene was cut from Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Hardy was supposed to have a cameo role in the 2015 film Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Fans of the actor had heard rumors about the appearance before the film was released, but when they watched it, he was nowhere to be seen. This was because his scene was ultimately cut from the final version. Hardy played a stormtrooper with a handful of lines, but his scene ended up on the cutting room floor along with about 20 other minutes of deleted scenes. The missing footage can be watched as a part of the extras on the Blu-ray and DVD versions of the film. Number 7. He went to rehab for his addiction to cocaine. After Tom was expelled from boarding school at the age of 16 for stealing, he continued down the wrong path and got heavily involved with alcohol and drugs, specifically crack cocaine. Finally, after he collapsed on a street in Soho in the UK, waking up to find himself covered in blood and vomit, he realized he needed to get professional help for his addictions. He checked himself into rehab in 2003 at the age of 26, and he says acting was the only thing that got him through that dark time. Number 8. He was once arrested for stealing a car. As a teenager, Tom had a number of run-ins with the law, including several nights spent in a jail for disorderly conduct. When he was 15 years old, he was caught stealing a car. The car he stole was a Mercedes, and he didn't know there was a gun in the car, but when police pulled him over, he was also charged for gun possession. Tom said he stole many cars as a teenager, but was only caught that one time. He attributed this bad behavior partly to the fact that he grew up in a privileged household in the suburbs. He said everything was so peaceful and dull that he instinctively wanted to mess things up a little bit. Number 9. He chased down and caught a thief who stole a moped. In 2017, Tom happened to be on the scene when two teenage boys stole a moped. They ran a red light and crashed into a car in London, but that was just the beginning of their troubles. When they ran away from the scene, Tom took after them in true action hero style, jumping walls and racing through backyards to catch one of the thieves. One eyewitness said that it was like he switched into action hero mode in a movie, and another said he looked as mad as he does on screen. Tom held the teenager until the police arrived. Number 10. His favorite car is his Audi A8 Spider. Audi has long been a favorite car brand for Tom Hardy, even if he did appear in a Hyundai ad that primarily played in Korea. He has been seen in a few different Audis, but his favorite is his customized Audi A8 Spider convertible. The $160,000 luxury convertible has a matte black finish and enhanced security features, including extra airbags and an infrared night vision assistant with pedestrian recognition. We talk all about this car company in our video, 15 Things You Didn't Know About Audi. Click in the upper right-hand corner to check it out. Number 11. He got a Leo Knows All tattoo after losing a bet with Leonardo DiCaprio. In 2016, Leonardo DiCaprio told his co-star Tom Hardy that Tom would definitely get an Oscar nomination for his role in the film The Revenant. Hardy disagreed and a bet was made. If Tom got the nomination, he would have to get a tattoo of Leo's choosing, and if he didn't, then Leo would have to get the tattoo. After he did get the nomination, Tom was true to his word and got a large tattoo on his bicep designed by DiCaprio that says "Leo Knows All" in block letters. It joins his dozens of other tattoos, including his wife's name, his agent's name, a tribute to his ex-wife, Sarah Ward, a Buddha holding an AK-47, and a leprechaun. Talk about random. Number 12. He lost $2.8 million on the first season of Taboo. Taboo is an 8-part BBC television drama that Tom Hardy created, and he also produces and stars in the show. Hardy reportedly put $13 million of his own money into the project through his production company Hardy, Son and Baker. The series made a little more than $11 million, leaving Tom in the hole for about $2.8 million. However, he's hoping to recoup at least part of that amount through streaming revenues and DVD sales. It's not all bad news, though. The show has been renewed for a second season, which is expected to come out in early 2019. Number 13. His most successful film, The Dark Knight Rises, grossed over $1 billion. The 2012 film The Dark Knight Rises was the third in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, and it starred Christian Bale as Batman, Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, and Tom Hardy as Bane. This was Hardy's highest-grossing film with a total box office earnings of $1.085 billion. It was only the 11th film in history to cross the billion-dollar milestone, and is currently the 23rd highest-grossing film of all time. He also starred in Dunkirk in 2017, which became the highest-grossing World War II film ever made, with box office totals of $525 million. Number 14. His neighbors filed complaints about his chrome chimney. Tom bought a $3.5 million 18th century London home in 2013, and he undertook a number of renovations, but one wasn't so popular with his posh neighbors. Several people in his neighborhood wrote to the local council to complain about the chrome steel chimney he had attached to the outside of his home. One called it an aberration, another said it was a tasteless indignity, and another said it was an awful blot on the landscape. In the end, the neighbors lost their petition for the chimney to be removed after the actor appealed the initial decision that the renovation was not permitted. Number 15. His films have grossed nearly $4 billion worldwide. Tom Hardy has become a major box office draw, making him one of the most in-demand actors of the current time. His films have grossed over $3.8 million globally, and that number is only going to keep climbing. As mentioned, The Dark Knight Rises was his highest-grossing film, but the second highest is Inception, with $828 million earned worldwide. The Revenant brought in $533 million, and Mad Max Fury Road earned $378 million. Hardy will continue to be one of the most bankable British stars for the foreseeable future. And there you have it, A-Luxers, some interesting, lesser-known facts about Tom Hardy. Now that you've learned some more about Tom, we'd like to know, which one of his roles stands out the most to you? Let us know in the comments. Still here? Of course you are. Here's a bonus fact just for you. Number 16. He uses burner phones and private servers to prevent hacking. Hardy has had an ongoing problem with people trying to hack into his and his family's phones and other devices. He and his family, including his wife, mom, and dad, use burner phones and change numbers frequently. He also avoids the iCloud and uses his own private servers for his email accounts. He's extra wary about using apps that might track his location as well. He's not just worried about his personal information getting out there, but also confidential photos and data associated with the films that he works on. Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an A-Luxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.